Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is good old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. And only in Tennessee do you get a sight like this. Not only are the end zones checkered, so too the crowd, a mirror image to prove that they will give their all for Tennessee. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Balls will boot it away to start the game. Fair catch called for and made. Challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. To the air, it's Rhodes. And the ball is picked off. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown ball.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ballgame.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Texas offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Little touch pass to the receiver. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy, breezy.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 45 on its way. Running toward the tape. Touchdown Longhorns! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Getting set for the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they knew how to close the deal, rolling double nickels and the 55-yard touchdown run. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Offense set on first down. Quarterback checking off. They'll throw it on first down. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Snaps it in the shotgun. He's not afraid to go deep. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep things.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Quarterback checking the play. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Uncorks one. He makes the catch. Can anyone catch him? Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. They'll go with a direct snap. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offense coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Sending the offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind it up, going downfield for the big play. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. He'll toss it. Finds a crease at the 20. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
They've moved it into scoring territory. 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll ride the hot hand. Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Wide receiver shows motion. Dropping back, it's Rhodes. Got his man on the outside. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
To the ground. He's got it again. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Offense gets set for second down. They'll leave it with him. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. On the option. He'll pitch it. Turns it on at midfield. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
And how about the third down run play? And this is an offense that they can do a lot of different things, so they make you guard the whole field, but you might want to start with that running back. And he makes the big play, gets the third down conversion, gets him a new set of downs.
Wants to throw on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They'll try the right side. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He'll ride his man on the option. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. They want to run this quarterback. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. On the option. Now the pitch. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Volunteers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Notre Dame is just getting blown off the field right now. I know a lot of people either love or hate the Golden Domers, but anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 14 to Wisconsin. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then the defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly and closing up all the holes. Nowhere to run.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short clip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Off the play fake. He lets one fly deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Trying to move the sticks on third down. The option look. He'll toss it. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage. Oh, trickeration, he wants to throw. And the fake works if he can get the first.
Man, everybody loves a fake punt until it doesn't work. And how about the defense? Great job being aware, not falling asleep. That's what happens. A lot of times you fall asleep, you give up a big play, give up the first down. They were dialed in, they were ready, and they stopped the guy just short of the first down.
First down for this offense. To the air, it's Rhodes. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. It's complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
It's now 2nd down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that is priority number one for defenses. Get get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. A run for the quarterback. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. On second down, looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Takes a hit as he fires. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs, and now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage, and you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Vols will send out the punt unit. He may keep that punt rush honest after completing a pass earlier. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. A first down for the offense. Scanning the field, it's Rhodes. Quick completion on the out route.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Time dwindling away as they try try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, he's looking downfield. And it's hauled in at the 10. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the senior would love to have that one back. Just a little too much on the pass. The Volunteers are in the hurry-up. On third down, going up top. Got the back over the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Throws to the wideout. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Back to the air one more time. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll line up for a second down play.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good time.
Going deep. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown ball. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Fair catch called for and made. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking to pass. It's Rhodes. Got his man out of the backfield. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Leaves it with the running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, and get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden, they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield. Just got to make sure he concentrates and see that ball come in.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Rhodes. The throw to the outside is complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Fourth down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. On the option. Now the toss. At the 20, he's got space. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Goes to the option. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Tennessee, 28, Texas, 20.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. Aaron is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability to stop the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Rhodes. And that pass picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. At the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Tennessee. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. They're bringing heat. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide out in motion. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. To the air, it's Rhodes. Feeling some heat. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Yeah, and he's been dependable. He's been a guy that they've given the ball a lot. He's just been so productive, giving this offense an easy way to move the football down the field. 97 yards on the day.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
You can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times, he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to throw, it's Rhodes. Got his man quickly. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
The give to the single back. Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Touchdown, Volunteers! And the pummeling has started. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame has the lead currently, but it hasn't come easy for the Golden Domers. They're in a tight one right now. They're up by 7 over Wisconsin. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Texas offense. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Now on the move. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. Going up top on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in cover.
He'll take a shot. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Longhorns!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Motion from the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happened.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.